It's another new year, and many of you, everybody, we are so excited that we are in another new year. Many persons they promise themselves, okay, this year gonna be a different year for me. This year I will become a better person. This year I'm going to start that business. This year I'm going to advance my career. Away you go, that's a good thing. Many persons they even went to the extent of jotting down resolutions, things that they are going to be doing. Well, interestingly, few weeks into the new year, you find yourself at that same old level doing those same old things that never brought you any good result. But interestingly, you are not alone in this because research shows that only 90% accomplish their New Year's resolution. So the remaining percent, they don't just get it right at all. But the thing now is how you can make this your new year right, how you can keep the momentum, how you can make things right for you and make this new year your best year ever. So welcome to this course. I'm Fortunate Door. I'm going to be showing you 10 tips, things that you can do to have your best new year ever. So tip number one, what you gotta do, set reasonable and goals that you can achieve. Set a specific goal. So one of the main reasons why you have not been moving from point A to point B, why you have been failing because you have been setting general goals. Your goals that you have been setting, they have been just wide, just broad, on a broader picture. You are not specific. You just leave it open. So this year, as you have entered, what I want you to do, as you are setting goals, set goals that are achievable, something that you can achieve, something that you can get. Because we just go about making goals that we can't even get our hands on. But because we are entered new year, we are super excited. That emotion is still there, and we feel that we are Superman, we are Superwoman, and we can do everything. Few weeks down the road, you are back to your old self. You feel reluctant, you feel like a failure, you feel that everything is turning upside down on you. So to get it right from this beginning, set goals that are specific, set goals that are reasonable, something you can achieve. Be specific with what you want from the new year and stop setting general goals. So tip number two, how you can make your new year better. What I have to say, prepared. Prepared. Because there is a saying that no man rise above his level of achievement. So the kind of level you will achieve in your education, the kind of level you will obtain, that will be where your life will stop. That will be the level that people are going to take you. So if you just obtain education maybe at some kind of 50%, so it will be at that 50% that will be taking you, right? We will take you at that 50%. So there's something called value. So when we go in the marketplace, we have a lot of products. We have a lot of things in the marketplace that we can pay small money for, that we can pay more money for. Why do you think it happens that way? Because there's something called value. Right. There's something called value. So we pay more money for a particular product and we pay less amount for another product, maybe of the same kind, because of value. So life is like a marketplace. So we are in a marketplace, and in that marketplace, we are the product. So you as a person this year, people will pay you a particular amount because of your level. People will take you at a particular area at a particular point because of your value that you have obtained. So what you gotta do, you gotta prepare for this year. If you want for people to take you at a particular standpoint, you must prepare. You must increase your value, add value to your. Tip number three is what I call stepping stones. So in life, you must identify your stepping stone. So maybe this is your first time hearing about this, or maybe if you hear about it, it was in another context. But stepping stones, they are those things that propel you to your final destination. Maybe your final destination, okay, let's say you want to become an accountant, right? But you are not at that level yet. So on your journey to becoming an accountant, you might serve as some kind of volunteer with an organization. You might serve as a waiter at a restaurant. You might serve as an office boy, but that is not actually your destination. You might even serve as a security guard at night, but that is not your final destination. It is just some kind of stepping stones. One of the mistakes that a lot of people they have been making whenever they reach at a particular stepping stone and they start to make maybe some kind of huge data that can cover their bills, cover their everyday expenses, they forget about their main goal. They forget about their end point and they feel complacent. They feel that it is their comfort zone. They have arrived. I want you not to make that mistake as you have entered this new year. Be able to distinguish your final destination from your stepping stones. So becoming a security guard, it might be the goal of another person, but for you, you want to become an accountant. So that is not your destination. So if you find yourself you're serving as a security guard, you know that it is your stepping stone. If you are in a particular office serving as an office boy, so you're running errands here and there, it is not your destination. So you are serving as a waiter, it is not your destination. So you must be able to distinguish between your stepping stones and your destination. It is so important. Very, very much important. So tip number 4, stop competing. Stop competing in a people-pleasing game. Right? Many persons, especially our young people, those in their adult stage, they are still in this habit of competing and they are so obsessed with people pleasing others. Okay, what is other person gonna think about me? What they will say about me, they will say XYZ about me. So at this year junction now, stop competing in the people pleasing game. You are not in competition with anybody. What you need to know in this course, what you need to know in this video is that we are in our own time zone. We are on our own lane. So if you have a friend that has traveled out of the country, if you have a friend with that big car, don't feel intimidated because your time will come. Probably you are in your preparation season. And while you are in that preparation season, don't bother about competing with them. Let them go ahead because keep preparing, keep reading that kind of books that will draw you closer to your final destination. Keep attending workshops, keep going to seminars, keep doing those things that will prepare you. That when your preparation stage is over, you will be able to run. But many persons, what they can do whenever they are in a preparation stage, when they see their friends traveling, they see their friends with the big cars, wearing the best of clothes, they feel intimidated that the world has come to an end on them. They just forget about their dream. They forget about their goals at all. They take their eyes off their goal. And when their preparation season cuts, they are not ready. They are not ready for the task. They keep complaining, complaining. So stop the people pleasing game. You are not here to please anybody. You are not here to compete with anybody. You are on your own lane. So keep preparing yourself. Keep grounding. Keep moving. Don't give up. Your time gonna come. Right? I'm saying this. Your time gonna come that you will be ready to move also with your dream. The next step is failure should not stop you. I'm not going to lie to you here. Everybody was going to fail. Even me, I have failed and I'm still failing. And I love that so much. Failure should not stop you. But what failing should do, it should serve as an inspiration. Right. Whenever you fail from now, from this year going forward, whenever you failed, always be inspired. Don't allow failing to keep you down. Don't allow your failure to stop you from moving forward, from accomplishing that new year goal that you set. Never, because you're going to fail. Whenever you fail, instead of just sitting and crying, instead of sitting and whining, or instead of sitting and just saying that, okay, so they favor this person over me, I'm not better, okay, they are doing their thing, he's in his family, that's his family member, quit that game. Whenever you fail, you know what? Okay, Whenever you fail from now on, there is a lesson in that feeling. There is a lesson in that feeling. Whenever you fail from today, always sit down, ask yourself, what I did wrong that gave me this result? What I need to improve on? Do I need to improve myself personally? Do I need to work on my personal development? Do I need to work on the way I talk? Do I need to work with my interpersonal relationship? Do I need to work on my communication skill? You need to ask yourself why you got that result instead of blaming people for the kind of result that you get. Stop blaming people for your failure in this year. Stop blaming people for not putting you on a particular level, but instead keep working on yourself. Whenever you fail, see it as a reason to keep going. Because if you say, okay, I'm not going to fail, I'm complacent at this level, that failure you are running away from, you are going to meet it in front. So what I prefer now, it is better you fail now, you learn your lesson, and as you move on, you will not be bothered with that kind of failure again. You will learn. As you progress, you will not make similar mistake. So failing is good. It should inspire you. It should serve as an inspiration to you. So don't despise failure. Don't despise failure. Instead, always embrace it. If you look out there in our society, if you look out there, all those that we see that have made it in life, all those that we see that have some kind of big corporation, they have NGO, they have a lot of cash in their bank account, they have properties, they all fail. They have their failure stories. When they set you down, or even if you go on the internet, you start to read about them, you will know what they passed through. So success doesn't come overnight. You may plan a goal today, you may be so fired up and excited, but within few times, that emotion will go down, that fire will go down. But what will keep you moving as you fail is that kind of passion. The reason why you set that goal will keep you moving because everybody will fail. Everybody will fail, and we will keep failing as long that we want to try. As long as you tell yourself that, okay, I'm going to keep moving, expect failure 100%. So for me now, I see it as an inspiration. I see it as an opportunity to learn faster. I see it as an inspiration and an opportunity to learn something that I could learn maybe within 10 years time. So when I learn it here, I'm so excited about it. Our next tip is stop being the loudest in the room. Other people around you, they need that kind of quietude. Other people, stop being the loudest in the room. You know what I want to tell you today? If you have been in a habit, maybe every accomplishment of you just posting it all around the place, you are just all around, posting this, posting that, you just telling other people that you are becoming something, you are moving somewhere. I'm not saying it is bad, but you just need to slow down a little and stop being all around the place. Stop being the loudest. Because our world, we don't care about all of your degrees. In our society, we don't care about the kind of certificate that you have. Maybe you have 10 certificates or you have acquired 10 degrees or so. That is nothing. If you cannot make an impact, if you cannot impact the life of somebody, if you cannot impact the life of people around you. So that is kind of X. It is nothing. You are going to go down if you can't impact. You may have a degree in bag, a lot of degrees, 5, 6, 7 in bags. If you can impact the life of people around you, you are zero. You are no different from somebody that haven't learned anything. Right. So in this life, what is more important also is the kind of impact that you are making. So you may attend this kind of workshop. You may attend a particular workshop and you learn something from there. So you need to pass that information on. Don't keep it to yourself. Start being mean with the information. So what keeps me going, what keeps me fired up to share information, to share knowledge is the fact that I don't know when I'm going to leave from this earth. Interestingly, I don't know when I'm going to leave from here. So I'm going to ask myself every morning I wake up, what if I die today? What will I be remembered for? You need to ask yourself that question. If you're having to leave from this earth today, if you're having to leave from here, this other chapter of your life close, what do you want to be remembered for? If we're having to call your name John Brown XYZ, Fortunate Doe, what you want for people to remember you for. Whenever nowadays we talk about basketball, the first person name that will come to your mind, people talk about Michael Jordan, right? When you talk about computer, people think about Bill Gates or whatsoever. Facebook, we think about Mark Zuckerberg. So what you want to be remembered for? You didn't ask yourself today. So start being the loudest in the room with all of your certificates on Facebook, all of your degrees, your accomplishment. We don't care about that. What we care about is the kind of impact you are making. You may be in your community. Find something that you can do so the people there can benefit from your knowledge. So having all of the knowledge in your head, it is nothing if you cannot apply it. Exactly so. So I want to urge you. I want to encourage you. What you have learned, whatever you have learned today, find a way to pass it on. I call that passing it on, passing the baton. You need to pass it on. Pass it to the next generation. Because if you don't do that, everything you have learned, if you die today, you're going to carry it to the grave. We will not remember it for a thing. So if you want to be remembered, if you want to make an impact, share that knowledge that you have in your head, because the time is ticking. You don't know when you are going to leave. That's just it. You don't know when you're going to leave. So every day that you got, make it your best. Every opportunity that you get to live, always do something that is memorable. Always do something tangible with every moment. Every minute is valuable. As you have entered this new year, don't waste a minute. Everywhere you are going to spend a particular second, a particular minute, it must be for a reason. It must be for a particular reason. Don't just go through this entire year wasting your minutes. Because if you do that, your fine goal, your beautiful goal that you set, it will just all go to waste. And this year will be like the other years that you just wasted 365 or 66 days or so. It will just go to waste, and it is sad to go through 365 days without accomplishing a thing. Every day that you have now, stop being the loudest in the room. We don't want to know. We don't care about that degree, that certificate. But what are you doing to make an impact today? What are you doing to impact the life of people around you? It is not about you. It is not about you no more. It's about people that you can impact. What kind of legacy are you leaving as you are here? You have gone, I guess you have attended a lot of workshops, a lot of trainings. What are you still doing with that knowledge in your head? What are you waiting for? Do you want to carry it down to the grave? So when you are on your dying bed, all of those dreams, they will be like surrounding your bed and telling that we came to you. You could have made us to come to life. You could have given us life. But here we are going to die with you. We are going to go down the grave with you. There are books in you that you're supposed to write. But I guess this year, maybe you want to carry it to the grave. You got a song in you that you're supposed to sing. You have that book that you're supposed to publish. You have that magazine. You have that thing that you're supposed to do. You have life to save. Maybe you want to become a nurse, but you still got that in you. You have a lot of talents that you came to this earth with. Do you want to carry it back to the grave? I guess hell no, because we're not going to allow that. We're not going to allow you to carry it to the grave, because you know what? You'll be robbing the next generation. You will be robbing everybody of that thing that we could benefit from you, that we could have benefited from you, right? So if we allow you to carry it down to the grave, maybe you could have invented something important that will help us. You see this right here? Somebody invented this. It is helping us greatly. Even what we are using to record, it is helping us greatly. So maybe you can do something, but it is still in your head. You are afraid. Stop being a liar. Stop posting your certificates, but get to work and start imparting people today. Start imparting people today. If you don't get anything from this, I want you to get this one thing. Start to impart. Next step here is major on major. Major on major. Just kind of simple, right? You have not been making progress in previous years because you have been wasting your time on less important things. May I say irrelevant things. You have been wasting your entire years, you have been wasting your seconds, your minutes on doing things that have not gotten you a particular tangible result. So this year, as you are going through on this journey, always major on major. Focus on those things that are important to you, that are relevant to your goal. Focus on things that will get you closer day by day, moment by moment, second by second, minute by minute towards your bigger picture. I want to ask you today, don't focus on petty things, may I say. I think that's a French word. Don't focus on things that will still keep you down. So be a person with that intention. Be intentional. That's what I'm saying. Be intentional. Everything that you do in this year, it must be of reason. If you are going to spend a minute with John, you must benefit from that minute. Maybe you're going to learn something from John. That's the reason you decide to spend a particular minute with him. If you are going to watch a particular movie, it must be something that you're going to learn from that movie. If you are going to visit a particular person, you are going to engage yourself in a particular friendship, be in a cycle. It must be that you want to learn something from them, but not being in a particular cycle where you are the only person at the top level, that they cannot help you. You can't benefit from them. They can't benefit from you. So what is the need of that friendship? What is the need of being in that cycle? It's of no use. So you got to break up. So be around people that can help you. Be around people this year that can lift you up. Be around people this year that's in your path. Maybe you want to become a medical doctor. Why are you killing yourself being around some kind of seamstress? Right? I'm not saying being a seamstress is bad, but that is not your path. You want to become a medical doctor, but you are around somebody that's doing something contrary, somebody that's baking in a cake shop. That's actually the eggs. That's actually it won't work. It won't work for you because you will be wasting your time. So what I want to say, all in all, major, know where you are spending your time, know where you are spending your minute. Be mindful of your time because time is life. If you waste your time, you are wasting your life. This year is moving. Time is ticking. It's not waiting for you anymore. You may say, okay, I got tomorrow. I got the next day. It is no time for procrastination. It is no time to start procrastinating things that you're supposed to do today, but you start to put it off to tomorrow. You start to kick it off to the next day. Okay, I can do this tomorrow. This thing can wait. This thing can wait. If you keep doing that, we are gradually moving again. Before you know it, we're going to be in the 6th month. And you're going to be, what? This year is just kind of running. It is not running because you don't have any plan. That's the reason you feel that the year is running, but it is the same year. So if you have a goal that you can work on, major or major, what is important, you should focus on it and forget about something that will not benefit you this year. So the next step, put God first. I say God because I'm a Christian. With no offense, if you are from an Islamic background, put Allah first. So whatever religion that you are from, my point here is you should connect spiritually. Whatever thing that you consider to be your God, that you consider to be something that you should pray to, always turn to it. Put God first. Put your spiritual life first. Your spiritual life matters. It is important. So we can talk about the physical aspect, we talk about the mental aspect, but you got to balance your health, right? So you got to be on the spiritual side also. Know about your spiritual side. Always connect to God, connect to Allah, connect to Buddha, connect to your Baha'i faith, big person. Whatever you believe in, turn to that thing. You may become an atheist, whatever you believe in. What I'm saying, that connect yourself spiritually. Your spiritual life matters. It matters so much. You may not know it, but if you put God first, you're going to find your life. You put God first, you're going to find your goals. You put the spiritual life first, things going to work out for you. But while you're putting your spiritual life first, you must not forget that you need to work, take action, because faith without work is dead. Our next goal going to be this. It's important. A lot of young people, they don't take this serious, your financial life. You may feel that you are still small. That's a no. You are not small. So you have been making this saving thing or investing in something that you have been afraid of. So this year, start to make saving fun. Look at your financial life. Look at your financial life this year. You as a person, you as a young man, as a youth, take care of your financial life. Don't just spend loosely. Don't spend because you want to impress people this year. Don't live extravagant life. Don't buy clothes that you don't need at all, but because you want to impress the next person, you just need to buy. Don't buy the computer you don't need. Don't buy the cell phone you don't need because you just want to impress people. Stop impressing people. Stop pleasing people this year. Buy things that will help you. Buy things that you actually need, and stop being extravagant. Stop living largely. Be financially responsible. So all of this we are saying, everything we are saying, if you cannot be financially responsible, I don't think you're going to accomplish your goal, because it all links. They are bounded, right? You need to be financially responsible. It's important, very important for you, for your life. So take care of your financial health, and things going to work out for you also. So our next tip: to not allow what other people say about you this year to become your reality. So that I love this somewhere. This from Les Brown. I listen to Les Brown also. Don't allow what people say about you to become your reality, to direct your life. So you may enter this year and you set a particular goal. As you start to work towards it, we have naysayers, we have people, we have friends that you are with. They're going to tell you it is too big, you can't do that. It is in your eyes, it is big, but not you. But you must first believe that, okay, this thing I have done, I can make it happen. So somebody told me there are two areas where our goals can get accomplished. First, it is in our head, right? It is in our head. So our head, it is the first place. Our mind is the center point. It is the first area where our goal can get accomplished. So if you first defeat yourself in your mind, you tell yourself that, okay, this cannot be done because maybe other person said it, then you are not going to get it out physically. So you must first accomplish that in your mind. Whatever you think, you become. So your personal life that you are living now, everything that you are doing, or your last action, it was simply the result of something that went on in your mind a few minutes before you did that. So everything that you are doing, it has been premeditated. It has been controlled by your mind, by your thinking. So if you think that you can't do it, you're not going to do it. If somebody told you that you can't do this and you allow it to sink in your head, you would definitely not do it. So this year I want to challenge you: be fearless. Always work towards your goal. If it's something you plan, push towards it no matter how hard you may fall, how many times you may fall. Always get up and keep running. So long it is something you believe in so dearly. Right? Don't allow them what they're gonna say, because people will say, as long you are doing something, they will say a lot of things about you. They will say it can't be done. You can't do this because why? Why you told me before, a few years back, that I couldn't do this? They're gonna tell you that because I tried. I tried it before, it never worked out for me. So that's a hell no. Because it never worked out for John, that doesn't mean it will not work for you. I want to take my time in saying this. Because a particular thing never worked out for Mary, it never worked out for John, that doesn't mean it won't work out for you. So don't allow that to get into your head. If it never worked out for maybe your dad, your uncle, your aunt, that doesn't mean it won't work out for you. Give it a try. There's nothing bigger in trying. Keep trying. Give it a try. You don't know it's going to work out for you. It's going to work out for you. So this is it. Tips I have given you to make your new year better. This is so important.